Hi, and welcome to Clappia. In this video, we will see how to create an invoice recognition app in Clappia using the AI feature. With this feature, you can easily retrieve necessary and available information from your invoices to your Clappia apps. I'll take a simple example. Here I have a sample invoice, and once I upload this invoice into my Clappia app, I need the AI block to extract information on the date, the buyer's name, phone number and address, and the total amount. Let's see how to do that. In my Clappia dashboard, I'll create the app from scratch, so I'll click on New App. I'll create the app interface in the Design app. I will start by giving it a name. Next, I'll click on Add Section and give a name to the section on the right-hand panel under Section Name. Let's say Customer Information. Save it. I will click on Add Field, and to upload the invoice, I will use the Camera Image and Files block. You can configure this block on the right-hand panel. There is a separate video on how to configure this block. So if you want to know how to configure this block in detail, you can check out that video. It is linked in the description. First, I will change the label for this block. Say Upload Invoice. I don't need any further configurations from this block, so I'll just click on Save. I will now use the AI block. I'll click on Add Field and select the AI block. Let's configure this block on the right-hand panel. Based on the example, I'd first like to capture the date from the invoice. So on this right panel, you can change the label. Maybe I'll call it Get Date. Next comes the description. You can leave this blank if you want to. It's usually used as a helpful guide for the user. Now coming to the instructions. All you need to do is give the exact instructions for it to give you the information that you need. Let's say I type in, check the date in the invoice, upload it in the Camera Images and Files block. So here you can make use of the variable of this field by typing in @upload invoice, which is the name of that field, and then continue with the instruction. So as per my instruction, the AI block will check for the date in the invoice uploaded in the Camera Images and Files block, and it will display the date only. Make sure that the instructions that you give over here have a character count of up to 500. Any more than that, it will throw you an error message. Now I click on Save. Let's check this out. I'll go to App Home, and you can see the app is live and ready to use. I will first upload the invoice using the Camera Images and Files block. The invoice has been uploaded into the app, and now I will click on the AI block to get the date. It has successfully extracted the date from the invoice uploaded with the same format. I'll add some more AI blocks to capture other details from the invoice. So I'll go back to the Design app, click on Add Field, and add the AI blocks. First, I'd like to capture the buyer's name. So I'll give the appropriate instructions. I have given similar instructions as earlier, so it'll check the name in the invoice uploaded in the Camera Images and Files block and return only the name. I'll add another AI block for the phone number, another AI block to get the address, and finally, to get the total amount. I have now added all the relevant fields to extract the information that I require from the invoice. Before going to App Home to check how this works, I'll just give a structure to the app interface. I'll use the text, HTML and embedding block to separate the fields. Again, there is a separate video on how to configure this block. So if you wish to know how to configure this block, you can check out that video, and it is linked in the description. So I'll just give a line and separate the fields like so. Now let's go to App Home. I'll upload the invoice again. Now that it's uploaded, I will use the AI blocks to get the information. It has now extracted all the information that I required from the invoice. In this particular instance, for the address, you can see it has added an additional text and then displayed the address. So in instances like this, you will need to clearly give an instruction to not add any other text when displaying the information that you need. The AI block has a maximum character count of 100 for its display. So if you do not want any unwanted text, make sure to tweak your instructions accordingly. So I'll go back to the Design app and change the instruction. I've mentioned do not add any other text. I'll go to App Home again, upload the invoice, and now check for the address. And you can see it has removed the additional text that was there earlier. There can be instances where you will need to specify which address it needs to display, so you will have to add that to your instructions accordingly. We will get to that in a moment. I have clicked on all the blocks to get the data. Now this example shows you can do image processing with the AI block, but there is much more than just that. Let's say I want to change the date format from the one captured in the invoice and also remove the currency symbol from the total amount. To do that, I'll go back to the design app, click on the AI block for the date field and change the instructions to give the exact format that I require. Save this, and for the total amount without the currency symbol. Let's check this. Again in App Home, I'll upload the invoice. You can see the date format has now changed as per my instructions. And the currency symbol has disappeared from the total amount. Now the AI block can recognize differences. So if you have a different invoice format, it will still be able to analyze and give you the right information from it. So I'll take this invoice as an example and extract the same information as before. I've uploaded the second invoice. And it has given information from the second invoice. Since I've not added the instruction to remove additional text from the name and phone number field, it has appeared over here. So I can just change that in my design app. Now in this example, the phone number extracted is not of the buyer's phone number and neither is the address, because in this example we have billing information, shipping information as well as the company's phone number. So if your invoice has multiple similar information in it, you will need to change your instructions accordingly. So in Design app, for the phone number field, I will change the instructions as check the phone number of the buyer under the billing information in the invoice uploaded. I'll save this and make similar changes in the other fields. Let's check this in App Home. It has now given the exact information from the second invoice. So since this invoice had billing and shipping information, if you need specifics like the details under the shipping information, then you'll have to change the instructions accordingly. I'll take one more invoice example. In this, I'd like to capture the total before tax, which is not shown over here. So now the AI has to calculate it and give that value. I'll go to Design app. So as per this invoice, I will change the instructions. Since in this invoice, there is no billing or shipping information, I will remove that part in the instructions in all the fields. And now for the total amount, the instructions given to the AI should let it know that it needs to display the total amount before tax. So now I have mentioned to return the amount before tax without the currency symbol. I'll go to App Home and upload the third invoice. You can see from this invoice that with tax of $10, the total amounts to $850. So before tax, it is $840 and the AI block has given that information accurately. It has also displayed the name, the date in the preferred format, the phone number of the buyer instead of the company, as well as the buyer's address. So there are many ways you can use the AI block, not just for image processing, but also to perform calculations or certain adjustments. Do note that if you are uploading files for the AI to extract information, just like I did for this video's example, it can do so only for image file formats like JPEG, PNG, etc. Videos, PDFs or other files are currently not supported at the time of this video's making by the AI for detection. This is one way of how you can use the AI block to your advantage in your Clappia apps. There are many other uses and you can check out our other use case videos featuring the AI block in our channel. The AI block will also work on the Clappia mobile app. If you haven't downloaded it already, you can do so either on Play Store or App Store. And the moment you log into your app, apps that you have created or that have been assigned to you will be live and ready to use. So let's have a look. Over here you can see my mobile screen with the Clappia app downloaded on it. I'll click on the Invoice app and the app is live and ready to use. I will first upload an invoice image, but you can also take live images using your phone's camera. The invoice is uploaded. Now I'll click on the AI blocks. It has given the output as requested. To make a submission, I'll click on Submit. You can view your submissions by clicking on View Submissions if you have the appropriate access. If you have any query on how to configure the AI block, on its uses, how it works, or any other feature in Clappia, you can always request support by clicking on the button over here, or you can reach out to us at support@clappia.com and we'll be happy to assist you. Thank you.